Not familiar with it.
What's up, guys? Ladies?
You're only there's only one. Unless there's somebody
Lady?
here.
Yeah.
Would you assess your group Saturday?
I would say for the first quarter, pretty bad. After that, they settled in and played well.
What happened in the first two series there?
I wish, if I knew that, it would never have happened. You know, I don't know. I have no idea what happened. The simplest things, the first third down, things we do probably 15, 20 times a practice, didn't do it. Why, I have no idea. You know, the next play, Vert, looks like he's never covered a guy man-to-man. You know, and he gets the interference, and the kid made a great catch anyway. So you just never know. You never know. You just got to learn from it, and as we're moving on. But that was a tough one to swallow for sure.
Surprising to see Levert get picked on a little bit early in the game?
No, not at all. I mean, those are big receivers. We knew they were going to try to be physical with our guys at the line of scrimmage, which they were. And to give them credit, you know, early on they did very well, especially against that play against Vert. But I think after that, I don't think Vert gave up much after that. But you know, that was early, and he just didn't get a good feel for it, and they caught him. Hats off to them.
Sorry, what did you say to Levert after you got that?
Not a damn thing. Go play the next play. You know, there's nothing to say, and that's what we preach all the time. They're gonna make catches. I mean, they're gonna do that. So you just dust yourself off and go play the next play.
Was he supposed to switch that? It looked like there was some confusion on that first third down play.
There was,
Yeah.
there was supposed to be a switch call, and Josh would have fallen off, and
Yep.
instead we picked ourselves, and
Yep.
the guys running scot-free.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Was it just like an avalanche right away? They just, I mean, it was one of those things that just one thing after another after another.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It just, you know, and then that, and then they scored. Okay, and then we come back. I think we got our feet under us, and you know, Brad Hawkins is right there to make a play, and give hats off to the Notre Dame guy. He made the play, and ball's in the air. You got to go get it. We got to make plays. There's no excuse.
Too many missed opportunities, you think? It seemed like there were a lot of 50-50 balls that didn't go your way.
Yeah, you know, and certainly that was a big one because that resulted in 7 points. Yeah, you just got to make those kind of plays.
But you guys felt like you were adequately prepared going in, right?
Oh my Lord, yeah, unbelievably prepared. I mean, and you know, the kids, our team worked extremely hard, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating today to talk about it, you know, because of how well prepared we were.
Did you notice anything upon reviewing film that maybe you hadn't caught first time around during the game?
No, can't say that we didn't. You know, just hats off to Notre Dame for outplaying us early like that.
What did you think of Brandon Watson's play overall?
B-Watt, I thought B-Watt played a pretty good game, really good game. There was a couple technique issues, you know, which is always going to happen in every game. But special team-wise, he played well. Defensively, he played well for us. Had a nice interception for us. You know, get the ball back to the offense earlier in the second half. So yeah, pleased with his play.
Looked like all three of those guys kind of rotated the whole game.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, that's how we practice. That's how we're going to play.
Is it like a drive-by-drive basis, or is it based on performance? Or?
No, it's just drive-by-drive. And you know, there's so many times there's nickel called, so all three of them will be on the field at the same time. So they're getting it's a good way to get a little bit of rest and then to keep those guys fresh.
I'm just curious, when you're coaching off that game, do you focus on the negatives from early on, or do you tend to focus on how they rebounded?
Well, as a coach, you have to focus on what you saw.
Correct, yeah.
To correct, absolutely. But your second point is yes. You know, you have to look at how they came back and they played well. They really did, and you got to compliment them on that. But it's just trying to figure out and why that happened in the first place.
And you can't
with all the prep. No, I really can't. You know, and it's a shame. What's he saying? Come on, Mac. Yeah. He's funny.
What does being adequately prepared look like before a game?
What does it look like?
Yeah, to you.
I don't know. What does it look like to be adequately prepared before a game? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't answer that. I don't understand that.
Does the definition change when you maybe don't start the game how you'd like?
Yeah, if you're saying based on the start of a football game, how do you? Yeah, absolutely. You could have started better.
Losing Josh to the targeting call so early in the game, do you have to, I guess, remind players to stay aggressive and not worry about that, or I mean, how do you address that?
Yeah, you know, we talk about it all week. We watch film on things of that nature to remind the guys of the hits that you can't, those helmet to helmet, you know. Was it helmet to helmet? I don't know. You know, it looked like a shoulder to me, but, you know, you got to be smart, though. The play was made, you know, just play the ball. You know, play the ball in the air rather than try to drop a shoulder on a guy.
Coach, generally speaking, do you feel the ejection penalty limits those helmet-to-helmet contact at all? Is it doing its job to, you know, prevent players?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if it is, because I don't know if it's called fairly. If that's a valid way to answer. 2 years ago, we played Penn State here, and their linebacker is clearly going after the football. And he's not even looking at the receiver, and he gets called for helmet to helmet. Is that fair? Is that a good call? I don't know, you know. So I think the way it's being called probably needs to be looked at, as well as we've got to police it, certainly, and not let our players do it. But I think the way it's being called has to be looked at, too.
Have you coached any differently since they made it a few years back, making it the ejection versus just, you know?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. I mean, shoot. When I played, this was what it was all about. Bam, you know, you put your face on things. and now you gotta keep that out of the way. It's a whole different way to play, for sure.
Was that more dangerous, though, what you were doing, you think? I mean,
I don't.
I mean, that's something that they're trying to.
Yeah, it's safety, and I appreciate it. I totally appreciate it. But don't hurt the team because of your judgment call,
There's
right?
some proper technique the way you were doing it before, right? I mean,
in every tackling thing we do, there's proper technique, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, we practice tackling. We practice.
But even when you were playing, it was not like you were just.
No, you know, you never use this. You know, like I say, you just put your eyes on things and you got after it. But you never would want to use the crown of your head. That's not the proper way to tackle. But you see with your eyes, and that's what leads you to things. And now you're asking to keep that part of it out of the way, and it's just hard. I mean, those guys aren't standing still.
Right.
Like everybody knows LeVert and David, the guys like that are talented. They can cover and have done really good things. Do they have the type of short memory that you like with a corner like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they both do. In fact, B. Watt does too. Yeah, they do, and it's something we talk about. You know, it's something that is brought up probably on a daily basis.
Is there a challenge at all when you're going up against this week Drake Harris, who's been in your room and obviously receiver here?
For him and the other two guys, number 7 and 87, the freshman 87, and had a really good game last week in Syracuse. You know, we know Drake is a really good athlete, a hell of a basketball player. You know, he can jump through the roof, so we got to watch him. And then that number 7, really damn good game last week. Really explosive, very fast. So there's a challenge for all 3 of those guys for us.
Are you willing to let Ambry play some offense? As Jim, didn't say that couldn't happen on Monday.
Would I be willing?
Yeah, I mean, did you have a choice?
I don't think I have a choice. Hey, the more he can do.
Can he do it? I mean, is that a
I would, shoot. Well, you think about it. If he's returning kicks, I'm sure he could. But that's out of my court. Out of my court. But if Coach Harbaugh wants to take him, he could take him.
Is Casey Hughes with the cornerbacks?
Casey is with the cornerbacks, yes.
Is he hurt, or what's his status?
He hurt his wrist, but he's back. I mean, he's got a little cast on it in practice. But he's good. He's good to go.
All right.
All right.
That was good.
All right.